Hi guys, we're here in Winslow, Arizona, and I'm standing in front of this big, huge hole. Well, this big hole behind me was created actually 50,000 years ago when a meteor impacted the Earth. Now, so how does that translate to our class? Well, recently we've been talking about the Cold War, and we talked about the space race and the war of ideologies between communism and democracy, right? So how does this big hole behind me fit into that? Well, in the 1960s, when John F. Kennedy initiated the space program, we wanted to beat the Russians into space. Kennedy put us on a fast track to the moon. So now we have this problem. We're going to the moon, but only we've never been to the moon. So how are we going to train for that? Well, NASA brought their astronauts in training down inside of this crater because, much like the crater behind me, the moon has big surfaces like this on it also, and so these astronauts went actually down into this big hole behind me, and they trained with their rovers and how to walk on these different surfaces. So behind me, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, all of those that we know about from history actually trained right down inside this big old hole. And so if it weren't for a big meteorite that struck the Earth 50,000 years ago, we may not have even been a factor in that space race, and then who knows where the Cold War would have ended for us. So we thank this big, huge meteor for hitting the Earth and hitting it right here in the United States so that our astronauts could train, and then we could go and land on the moon.